Hello and welcome. Today I will be taking you through how to register online for an entry to school program for your child. Before we begin, I'm going to take you through the eligibility criteria your child must meet in order to register for an entry to school program. So here we have the Strides Toronto webpage for the entry to school program. If you scroll down next to eligibility, you can click for details. So this will give you the details on if your child is able to register for the entry to school program. So listed here, it says to participate in the entry to school program, your child must be registered with the OAP, also known as the Ontario Autism Program, be between 3 to 6 years old as of December 31st in the year they are starting school, and have to be starting kindergarten or grade 1 for the first time. If your child meets the requirements, then you can move on to register. Here, if you scroll down under registration information to register online, which I'm showing you today, you can visit this web link and it will bring you to the Toronto Autism Services Network. Now, if you scroll down, this will give you a brief overview of the entry to school program, what the group-based skill building program looks like, as well as the transition support your child will receive after the 6 months of being part of the entry to school program. Now scrolling down, we have registration, and here you'll be clicking the black button that says Registration Inquiry. This will give you a drop-down menu. We will be selecting online to register them online today. If you scroll down, you will see to register online, you can enter your postal code of your home to find the nearest entry to school locations. Today, I will be showing you the 2 Strides locations, starting with Cornell Junior Public School. Now, if this location is a preferred location for you, you will click the yellow registration button. Once you're located at this page, you'll scroll down, click Next, and this will bring you to the form that you are required to complete to help register your child for the entry to school program. Now, before I take you through these questions, which I will, I'm going to go back to the previous page and show you our other Strides location. This is Strides Toronto's Middlefield location. Here again, you will see the address. If this is a preferred location, you will click Registration Inquiry, the yellow button. It will bring you back to this page on Toronto Autism Services Network. Scroll down, click Next, and it will bring you to the form with the screening questions. Now, the first question, is your child registered with the Ontario Autism Program? You will click Yes. If no, unfortunately, you are not eligible for the entry to school program. If yes, you'll be moving on to the next question. Has your child received an invitation from Access OAP? If yes, click here. If no, that's okay. If you have not received an invitation from Access OAP, contact your OAP care coordinator for an invitation if you meet the eligibility criteria that we reviewed before. Now, which invitation letter did you receive? You could have received from Early Year Services or directly from Entry to School Program. After completing this question, let's say you received it from the Entry to School Program. And looking back, your child is registered. Yes, you received. Is your child attending school? No. If you're currently receiving or have received services with a partner agency, select the ones that you have worked with. You may have worked with several. This may be your first time accessing these services. Whatever the case, select which apply to you. So let's say I've accessed services with Strides and Surrey Place. Once I've selected the services that I have received, I will scroll down, and here I'll indicate my preferred locations. So the Strides locations I mentioned before, Cornell Junior Public School and Middlefield, I'm listing as my first and second choice. For a third choice, I will choose another Scarborough location similar to our Cornell and Strides. This, however, is an entry to school program with a different organization outside of Strides Toronto. Then you will move on to putting your information, starting with first name, last name, followed by some contact information. So this will include your phone number, potentially an additional phone number if you'd like to list this, an email address, the one that's best to contact you at, and then you will continue filling out your street address, which includes your city, province, postal code, and then moving on to your child's information. You'll begin with listing your child's name, followed by their birth date, their OIP number, if this is something that is known to you. You will then fill out the list of languages spoken in your home. This may be one language, this may be multiple. Please list all that apply. If you require an interpreter for the languages primarily spoken at home, click yes and indicate the language you would need an interpreter to provide. Once you have completed this, you will be moving on to this last question. If your child is currently receiving any other OIP services, please indicate here which ones they are receiving. If not, don't worry, you can move on to reading this consent piece before giving consent for your information. So what you're consenting to is that these services are provided by Autism Services Network and agency partners. You are consenting to share this information with the agencies that are serving your child, providing this service to your child. If you give consent for this, you will click I give consent and then submit your information. And there you have registered your child for an entry to school program. Thank you for joining me today. If you need additional help registering, there is a phone number on the screen here that you can call for support. This will take you to the main line with Surrey Place.